What's up everyone? Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my everyday makeup routine. And as you saw, I already prepped my skin using a little bit of moisturizer and a refreshing setting spray. This is from Morphe. This is not to make my makeup last longer. It's just a little bit of extra moisture to my skin. And I do have dry skin, so the concealer that I'm going to be going in with today is from Laura Mercier. This is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer in the shades 1 and 2.5W. Focus the lighter color right here on the inner corner where that darkness is, and then the darker color right here where the dark circles are. And as you can see, this one has a little bit more of a yellow undertone, so it'll help cancel out the purple undertones that are underneath my eyes. The sponge I'm going to be using today is from Morphe and the L'Oreal collection. For my concealer, I usually like to leave it on about, a minute, just so that it gets a little bit tacky. So while I'm doing that, I'll go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to keep my brows on all day. I usually go in backwards first to really get the brows coated, because I do have uncontrollable eyebrows. This really helps them. So I'll go in backwards and down so they're all with the brow gel, and then forwards. So they'll just keep the shape throughout the day. Just like that. With my sponge, I'm going to blend out the concealer. And I like this concealer because it's very dry skin friendly, lasts all day, and looks very natural because it's so thin. As you can see, I'm zoomed in and I'm filming in front of natural lighting, so you can really see the texture. I prefer not to bring the concealer all around my eyes because I already have such small eyes. It kind of shrinks them a little bit. Just keep the concealer right here on the inner corner of my eye to brighten my eyes and make them look awake. But other than that, I don't bring it all the way around my eye. If you have dark circles that you want to cover a little bit more, I would recommend going in with an LA Girl or any brand peach corrector. This will really help cancel out those darker purple tones, and then you can go on with another layer of concealer on top of it. The next thing I'm going to use, like I mentioned, I have dry skin, so I'm going to be using this Glotion from L'Oreal. This is a beautiful product for that lit from within glow. Nothing crazy, and sometimes I like to wear this even without any concealer, just because it looks so natural. And I'm in the shade 902. Next, I'm going to use Rare Beauty's Liquid Blush. This is in the shade Happy. And a trick that I learned from Jamie Genevieve is applying the blush right here by your thumb area, really working it in to the skin, and then just patting, and it'll create the perfect application and apply it evenly. So you don't even need a brush with this, you just pat it into your skin and it looks really natural. I like to wash my beauty blender every time I use it, just so that it gives the most fresh application. Now for a little bit of powder. Airbrush Flawless Finish and the JH06 brush. As you can see, this has kind of a slant to it and it's super fluffy. It's not a dense brush where the bristles don't move as freely. That will really pack on the product. But a brush like this that's really like flimsy will allow the product to be swept onto the skin instead of packed on. Radiant Bronze Light powder. This is a beautiful formula because it's a baked, which literally looks like a little muffin, and Whenever you use a baked product, whether that's powder or blush or highlighter, it's always going to look a little bit more natural because it's sheared out in a way. And especially when you use a brush like this, it's going to diffuse it even more. And because we didn't apply any foundation, or if you did apply foundation and you don't apply powder right here because you do have dry skin, a baked formula is gonna lay way more evenly as opposed to a matte formula. So I just used that all over around the perimeters of my face, and with either bronzer or contour, I would recommend not passing your eye area because then that's when it really drags the face down. And always going from top of the ear in that cheekbone area instead of down here, because then it'll just start looking muddy as well. For my, let's see what's next. Oh, this highlighter is beautiful. This is the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight. And this is, I would say, a dupe for the Hourglass Ambient Lighting powders, the ones that are like more of skin tone. And I'll take this highlighter. If you have oily skin, do not follow this, but I'll take this highlighter and the highest point of the brush and just go over my entire cheek area. And it doesn't look glittery, it just looks like a glow. Maybe just a little on my nose as well, because it's not super shimmery, it's just a glow. And I'll apply that, sometimes even on my eyes, but I don't like to do a lot of eyeshadow, or any actually. If I did, I would go in with the Revlon Color Stay Cream Shadows or the Maybelline ones. Those are really good with no eye primer because they last all day and they're super easy to apply with your finger, boop, 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 and then just blend it out. And these ones actually even come with a little brush. I'll give my face a little last spritz of the Morphe setting spray for extra hydration. But other than that, that's it for the skin. Now, the most important part of an everyday makeup routine, if you could only do one thing, I think everybody would agree this is crucial, is curling lashes. And it doesn't matter which curler you use, just how you do it. So always, of course, putting the lashes in, and I always pulse the curler instead of holding it. This will create the maximum hold for your curl and a consistent curl to both your lashes. So I'll do like about 8 to 10 little pulses, and then look at that. With and without curling the lashes makes all of the difference. More definition, since I'm not doing any eyeshadow or eyeliner, I'll take any mascara works and just focus it on the base of the lashes to create a little bit more darkness. Last step is the lips, and I'm going to go in with two NYX products. This is the Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie and Lip Liner in Soft Spoken. And I sometimes go in with the gloss first, even though it's really light, just because my lips get really dry. And then I'll take the lip liner and go in and shade lightly. This is the finished lip. It's very natural and it won't last very long because it has gloss on it, so if you want something more long wearing, just go in with the lip liner. But this is the finished look. It's very glowy, very dewy. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something, and thank you for getting ready with me. If you did, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.